Hey guys, welcome back to my channel where I cover nostalgic, obscure, or otherwise strange content. Today I had a completely different video planned as of this morning, but today, as I sat down right now, I wanted to share with you guys something obscure. I definitely think it's an obscure TV show that I recently found all the episodes of on YouTube, and I wanted to talk about it because it's actually really, charming, and it's got a great cast. It's like one of those sitcoms that only got one season, but probably should have gotten a lot more, and that is 1997's Over the Top. Over the Top stars, and I believe was produced by Tim Curry and Annie Potts. It also stars Steve Carell, and there's a whole host of guest stars that come on and off the show in its very short 12-episode run. And I wanted to look at the pilot today because no one seems to know that this exists except for me. I don't even remember how I found out about it. I think I just got recommended the episodes on YouTube, and it's something that I will put on and just watch. I've seen them all a couple of times now because I just think it's really cute and a little bit weird in a good way. We're gonna look at the pilot today. It's worth mentioning that there were two versions of the pilot made, like an unaired pilot and then the one that actually made it to TV. I'm pretty sure only 3 or 4 of these episodes even aired on TV, and it got canceled before the rest even got to be played, which is really a shame. But yeah, I'm looking at the unaired version of the pilot just because that's my personal favorite out of the two versions, so yeah.
It's 11 a.m. in the Big Apple.
So this episode starts off with a very hungover Tim Curry waking up in a very pink room. That's just a huge mood.
It's Simon.
Definitely had one of those days myself today.
Hello, Marty.
This is Simon. He is a TV star, a soap opera star, specifically.
Could you perhaps fill me in on something? Where the hell am I?
As somebody who works in TV and film, I have an unreasonable amount of nightmares about being late for set and having them calling me looking for me.
Yes, I'm sure they're looking for me. My guess is they haven't found me yet.
I don't know if that's because my job is super stressful or if it's just something that I can chalk up to my anxiety disorder. Yay.
I'm in luck. I seem to have stumbled into a policeman's home.
Oh god, it's not even his house. It's somebody else's house, and they've notified the authorities.
You're arresting me? Look around you. Do you think I'd stagger in here on purpose?
I'm trying to imagine this happening to me. You wake up one morning, there is a person that you don't know in your home, and then they just start insulting your interior design prowess. That sucks.
You're Simon Ferguson, Dr. Milo Van Landingham on Days to Remember.
How did she not recognize him before? I guess she was just in a panic, but I feel like if she was that big of a fan, she would have recognized him.
Would it be too much to ask to get a picture?
Will you be pressing charges?
Oh, of course not.
I love getting to see Tim Curry in the lead role. Because, his character is, an asshole, but Tim Curry is so lovable that you just start loving Simon.
Now that we're great friends, you won't mind if I borrow your car, will you?
He grows on you. I also think it's really cute because I did a little bit of digging. There is almost no information about this show online, but I did find out that Tim Curry and Annie Potts have been friends for decades in real life. They used to live next door to each other, and they're real-life besties, so I love the thought of just making a sitcom with your really good friend. That's the dream. As somebody who's made several short films with my besties, it's just truly the dream.
Good morning, everyone.
So Simon finally shows up to his job on a soap opera called Days to Remember. I assume that's supposed to be Days of Our Lives. I haven't watched a soap opera since I was 8, and I used to watch them with my mom, who was addicted to them. My childhood was quite fun.
It's 1 o'clock, Simon.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Really, there's no need to be conscious before at least 11 a.m. at the earliest.
All right, places, everybody. Let's go. Simon, do you know your lines today?
Oh god, that reminds me. I'm in real life. This is in my real life right now. I am going to begin work on a short film that I wrote tomorrow and am producing, and I am also playing one of the characters, and it just occurred to me that though I wrote it, because I've been spending so much time getting set deck and wardrobe and things together, I have not looked at that script in a hot second, and we're filming tomorrow. Anyway, enough about me.
You're losing him, Dr. Van Lanningham.
That's not how you medicine.
You're going to remember that when it rains, there is always a tomorrow.
I love soap operas and how serious they are. I have seriously considered starting a series on this channel where I just watch random episodes of random soap operas without any, like, context of what happened before and what happened after, because I think that would be really funny. Let me know if you want to see that.
But it might just as well be sunny. So, never forget.
I love that he's not even on set anymore.
I'll only be gone a few days.
Make it. I don't think I'll be coming back.
Okay, that face, iconic. I love it. That facial expression could be such a well-utilized gif for so many reasons. But secondly, they're writing him off as he's like in real time. They're just kicking him off the show. That's rough. So newly fired, Simon heads over to this adorable little bed and breakfast that is owned by Annie Potts' character.
Hello?
After this pilot episode, they change it in the episodes that actually go to air to be this big, massive hotel. But I really love the just the setup, the set deck of this tiny little bed and breakfast is adorable. Not that what they ended up airing was bad, but you know, very Cabot Cove-esque.
The concierge.
The who?
Anyone but you.
How short-staffed are you that you leave a 10-year-old to man the counter?
You sound just like one of the Beatles.
I'm the fifth Beatle. They call me Satan.
John, Paul, George, Ringo, and Satan. Reminds me of the time that my breakout leader in Sunday school asked us to name the 4 Gospels, and I said John, Paul, George, and Ringo. And she didn't find it as funny as I did.
Simon Ferguson.
Kate.
So Annie's character, I believe her name is Katie here, but in the subsequent episodes it changes to Hadley. She's Simon's ex-wife. They were very briefly married. And she owns this inn.
He's funny.
Oh, he can be. If you're 21 and splitting the worm in Mazatlan.
She's not as happy to see him as he is to see her.
Simon, I own this hotel.
No.
Yeah.
So Simon has come here because he has nowhere else to go now, which getting fired is bad enough, but then having to go ask for help from your ex and having no other alternative, that makes it significantly worse.
I got it in a divorce settlement. Luckily, my second husband left me something more than a police record.
Well, she's been divorced more than once, bless her.
My friends at Days to Remember were kind enough to give me a brief hiatus.
Oh, hiatus. It took me a second. I'm really tired. I love him.
You're not as thrilled to see me as I am you.
No.
No, she is not.
We did have a delicious 6 months together, didn't we?
Yes, we did.
Whew. 6 months is a very brief marriage. I think they shorten it because this is the on-air pilot. I just keep pointing out things that keep changing, but I'm pretty sure it gets shortened to a matter of weeks or days. I think it might be like 9 days or something in the subsequent episodes. I'll have to check back, but yeah.
My daughter, Gwen.
This is a teenage daughter.
Gwen is 15. Frankie is 17. He drives a van.
She's very teenage daughtery.
If the band keeps a rockin', don't bother knocking.
Thank you, Simon.
And Simon is a very unhelpful parental figure.
I still have that picture of you mooning El Presidente.
Was she always like this?
Oh, she was always a stickler for protocol. Would you care to see a picture of her saluting the President of Mexico?
Simon goes to his room to unpack. I love that he has all these pictures of himself, and I love that they're just actual pictures of Tim Curry throughout various points in his career. Also, this one is duplicated because it's the same one that's framed. I'm just gonna keep going.
Mr. Ferguson?
Yes, that is Steve Carell. In this, he plays a Greek chef.
Can I help you?
Oh my God. Oh my god, it is you.
Although, doesn't his voice just sound like the prototype for Gru from Despicable Me?
It is really you. I have dreamt of this moment.
He has a very creepy obsession with Simon.
But in my dream, I was lucky enough to have a large stick.
And I am your biggest fan!
I didn't know that this was the duo I needed to see on TV, but I did.
Once a month, my village would gather to watch one of your movies on a large sheet we would hang in the square.
I think that's supposed to sound like a weird thing, but he just described drive-in movies. And don't knock them till you try them. They're a great time.
If there's anything I can do for you, anything!
It's so weird to me to think about the fact that no one knew who Steve Carell was at this time. No one really knew who he was the first season of The Office. And that's just bizarre to think about nowadays, you know? That night, Katie finds Simon down in the bar lounge area, just entertaining a massive amount of people.
First made these effective little potables on the set of Tit for Tat.
An amount of people that makes me very nervous in a post-pandemic world.
They'll have to hold the curtain for a week.
You staying a week?
She's like, the whole week, shit.
I sell homemade jam at the local swap meet.
Aw, that sounds kind of cute though.
One drink.
Something tells me it wasn't gonna be one drink.
Good morning.
There it is. Her makeup is still flawless somehow though. Although Annie Potts is just gorgeous. Just, you know, in general.
Why didn't someone stop me?
Well, the police chief tried when you handcuffed yourself to the blender.
Oh my god.
That reveal makes me laugh every time.
I still have the utmost respect for you as an employer and as a woman.
Oh, Jesus. Poor thing.
And as an exotic dancer.
That's what's her name from That 70s Show, right? And she was also the teacher who married her student on Friends. Anybody remember that? That was a weird story arc, wasn't it?
I only made $9.
In this economy, you take what you can get.
It's a tattoo.
A tattoo?
I get the parental outrage, but I don't think she's in any position to judge right now.
Couldn't you just fit in every once in a while?
Oh, but that would be boring.
Why would she ever want to fit in?
Yeah.
You are a nightmare!
I like that he keeps the cash.
Wanna play hide and seek?
Yes!
I know a place that you'll never find me.
Don't tease me.
Oh, that poor sweet child.
Something horrible has happened to Mr. Ferguson!
Yorgo has so much energy, and I'm so jealous of him.
I always take Mr. Ferguson in Days to Remember.
You never told me that.
Oh, I will. Please tell no one.
So Yorgo is a huge fan of Days to Remember, the show where Simon just got kicked off of.
Dr. Milo Van Landingham's plane went down in a ball of flames.
Oh, well, that's not so bad. Like, they always bring people back after they die on soap operas. That's the thing, right? Like, that's the running joke. Nobody's ever dead on a soap opera.
He was torn apart by wild monkeys.
Eee. Well, in that case, he might be dead.
How will I go on? Oh, General Hospital.
Yay! I love General Hospital. I've never seen General Hospital. I once got that mixed up with Grey's Anatomy, and my cousin, who is a huge Grey's fan, was just so angry.
Torn apart by wild monkeys. I guess they beat me to it.
So now she knows why he's really there.
And you're just using me.
I've lost my money. I've lost my home.
He lost his home that quickly? Isn't this like the next day? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a little while after that. Still, that's rough.
Tomorrow morning, first thing, I'll pack my bags and be out of your life forever.
Fine.
No, don't try and talk me out of it.
Simon's about to get kicked out of 2 residential areas in a very short amount of time, isn't he? An undisclosed amount of time, as we just covered, but a short amount of time nonetheless.
Oh, you said fine. Good.
Great. The look of fear.
Gwen, what's wrong?
Like I would tell you.
Teenagers, am I right?
I got a new Yankees hat for my birthday, so I figured you could use my old one.
Aww. He gave him his hat.
I'll keep it next to my bowling trophies.
So cute.
So Frankie dumped you, did he?
Jeez, that's direct.
He said I was too young.
How old is his boyfriend? Do I need to be worried about Gwen?
You're going to remember that when it rains...
He gives her the line from the soap opera. It's like that thing. Has anybody been watching Only Murders in the Building? Where Steve Martin gives her that whole story about his dad and then she hears it on an old episode of his show the next day? It's like that. But this did it first.
I know how painful it is to be dumped. You see, I recently lost my agent.
Not the agent.
You're an original. This was Frankie's loss.
Aww. I love that Tim got to have a 90s sitcom stepdad moment. Was she there that whole time?
Gray skies are gonna clear up. Put on a happy face.
I relate to that energy.
You ever get tired of not having your own place?
Oh, it's the life of an actor, Kate.
Really? The mixed nuts right in the pocket? I feel like that would be a Crumb issue.
You're the first person I've seen her reach out to in a long time. Even Daniel seems to like you.
God help me.
So Katie's like, hey, my kids seem to really like you. I'm still iffy about you, I'm on the fence, but my kids like you, so you can stick around. My battery cannot die, I'm almost done.
Even you enjoy having me around just a little.
So now Simon gets to live in the hotel, like everybody else that works there.
Kate, I accept your wonderful offer of a suite in your lovely hotel.
A room.
A room in your lovely hotel.
And help them run the place.
I'm putting you to work.
Work? Good afternoon.
And now he's running the front desk. I guess it's very similar to, you know, his part in Home Alone 2.
And welcome to the Cliffwood.
Except I don't think he has to army crawl away from Macaulay Culkin in a fake shootout in this one.
Your timing is impeccable. Tonight, in our dining room, is Fiesta Night. Hoopla!
And that's the end of the first episode, kind of. Because, you know, this version never aired. But I just like the way that they introduce all the characters in this one specifically. And so I chose to talk about this one. The version that they did air was very similar. They just kind of made minor changes throughout. But anyway. Does anybody else know about this show? I just need to find one other person that knows that this show exists. Because it's actually really sweet and it has a really good cast. And if you guys want to hear about more episodes, they only did about 12, but I would love to talk about the show further. There's an episode that's actually my favorite out of the whole batch of episodes that they did that guest stars John Ritter, and he and Tim Curry have a sword fight with umbrellas, and that's fun. So let me know if you guys want to see that in a future video, but I will let you guys go here. Thank you for being here. Well, actually, I'm gonna go. Well, you might have other things to do. Never mind. I'll let you go. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing. Everything you do to support this channel means the world to me. If you're new here and you're a fan of nonsense, maybe consider sticking around because I post nonsense all the time. And remember, my name is Avery. I'm a YouTuber if you say so because thanks to you guys, this is technically a YouTube channel. Bye!